You are now entering Bryon's Bizarre Adventure.
After an entire night of walking, 10-year-old Dark Boob is walking around Cobblestone Village. The sun is rising. Dark Boob's mind has been replaying the events of the last few days over and over in his head. So much so, he didn't even see the man in front of him and bumps right into him. Dark Boob looks up to see a huge orc. Dark Boob is a little frightened and starts to back up, but he's able to manage to get the words, sorry mister, out of his mouth. The orc bends down on one knee and puts his hand on Dark Boob's shoulder and says, I sense something dark in you, little buddy. No, not at all. Are you hungry? How about I get you some food? We can talk about what's bothering you. A few hours later, Dark Boob and the orc are in a small little restaurant next to the docking port. Dark Boob finishes off his grilled fish and says, and then that's when I met you. Bryon rubs his chin and says, My, so much pain for such a little boy. I'm sorry to hear this. Some people my age hasn't even dealt with such pain. Hey, I never caught your name. It's Bryon. Oh. Well, who are you, Bryon? I'm a traveler. I enjoy traveling the world and meeting new people. Well, how do you make money? Well, every so often, I do small jobs. Earn me the coin I need. Oh, like a bard? No. Perhaps it'll be easier if I show you. Bryon pulls out a golden jester mask from his satchel. He puts it on. He turns into a sexy young human woman. How'd you do that, Bryon? It's a magical mask, rumored to be made by the golden jester himself. It's said only 6 exist. Well, how did you get that? Bryon removes the golden jester mask and says, I stole it. Oh, you're a thief? Well, I never hurt anyone by doing this. I just steal from the rich. The rich have so much. If I take a tiny piece of that, nobody gets hurt. Can I come with you on your travels, Bryon? You have to listen to me. Everything I say, no questions. Can you do that? Yes, I can do that. What about your brother? Should we get him too? Don't bother. He would only screw things up. Within the next hour, Dark Boob and Bryon leave the village on a small little fishing boat. Over the next 8 years, Bryon has trained Dark Boob in mystical magic and thievery, and the arts of illusion and disguise. So, I guess the night's passed.
Night's passed,
You've
everybody's had
rested?
some sleep.
Yes. Everybody leveled up twice.
Twice.
And so, Boob, I am a level 4 Bard and a level 3 Rogue. So that puts me up at 11-7 total. Keto Light is a level 7. I think he's all what? Rogue?
Yeah, he's all rogue. Assassin rogue too, not any kind of trickster or anything like that.
Yeah. And that puts Funakoshi at a level 6 Rogue as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what is Balasar?
He is a level 4 cleric, level 5 barbarian.
Okay, so you're level 9.
Yeah, I'm level 9. And everybody got a big boost in hit points and everything because we recalculated what they're really supposed to have.
We even did the NPCs and added some HP to them.
We did.
So Gwendol and Hedgeman won't get killed by a fucking breeze.
Right. Yeah, I was always worried Gwendol or Hedgeman was going to die at any minute.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even want to go into that last room. I was like, hell no.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we lost our bear.
Yeah.
But we also lost Calivan, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, it turns out he was I guess Boob don't know this, but Boob assumed.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he came onto the scene, I was like, he ain't no good.
He's shady. You knew it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if I want to lose someone, I want it to be him, and it sure as shit, he got his head cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Also, clarification, I did give the non-life stealer sword. I gave it back to Borodor.
Okay, yeah.
And then Balgrith also has the Morning Star that Logorn kept. Mm-hmm. So that is now his. The bow staff, where I'm going to assume, got lost with his body in the sand.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and we all have our new weapons, our new enchantments of sort. Everybody got something different that participated in the battle anyway.
Yeah.
And I believe no one gave any of their prizes away to any of the other characters, did they?
No. They kept them because I feel like they earned it.
Yeah, they did. It's a hard-earned battle.
Yeah.
What did you think now that it's over?
Well, I mean, Boob, I feel like Boob gained confidence inside the crypt.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he was battling at death's door.
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess...
throughout the whole thing.
I guess, being so close to death, like, he had to push through it.
Like, he was in the last hour of death. Like, he was going to die within the hour.
Yeah. And then, so... But I feel like he came out much better and stronger for it. Mm-hmm. And then instead of like running from violence, now he might be chasing it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this has been the biggest turning point for Boob, because up to this point it's mostly been talk shit, have someone back it up for him. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, and how do you think he's gotten? As far as you're the creator of Boob, how do you feel he's grown closer to some of his comrades?
I feel like he definitely has grown attachment to some, not all of them.
Right.
I feel like he has his favorites. Like Calivan, he didn't give a flying fuck about. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's like, all right, cool, he's gonna fight with us for now, but if I'm going to lose someone, that's who I want it to be, which is what happened.
Yeah.
But I feel like Logorn and Balgrith, he liked. I think originally he liked them because of how tough and how intimidating they were. Mm-hmm. But he actually grown to really like them. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's definitely got an attachment for Gwendol and Hedgeman. Mm-hmm. Even though, like, I feel like he's not, I don't know, like he wants a serious attachment to Gwendol. He has grown fond of her. Mm-hmm. And I think he's still a little peeved at Balasar, but he likes Balasar.
He likes Balasar.
he likes Balasar.
I mean, they've gone back further than any of them. Yeah. Even Kishon.
Yeah.
And he did come and rescue him.
Yeah.
He did lead the way on that. But. As far as the rest of them, I guess they're just like
Yeah, I guess he kind of. The rest of them are okay. I'm not sure if he's too. I'm sure he's just okay with the dwarves. I think he's grown a little attachment for Toby 2 and Funakoshi, kind of like a take him under my wing kind of guys. And Craven, not sure he gives a flying fuck about Craven, but and then for Merlin, I guess he likes Merlin. I mean, he's entrusting him with all that money.
He is. What about Keto Light?
Well, I'm sure he likes. Yeah, he likes Keto because Keto's definitely his biggest. Even though he's feel more confident, he does like to have a stronger guy behind him, you know, protecting him. So, and I say Keto might be the best fighter.
He might be. Who do you think come to their own during that fight, that final fight, or maybe the as a whole?
I mean Funakoshi got better.
I
mean he killed a lot of them. Keto Light just keeps on soaring to impress everybody. I feel like he's definitely like him and Keyshawn are probably the two most best fighters I've seen. Just like kill count wise, if we go back, probably got the biggest kill counts between the two. And I feel like Balgrith probably, lost the most.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, besides everybody who died.
Besides everybody who died, yeah. Personally,
yeah,
I think Belisar did a really good job. I mean, he may have missed a lot on that first couple of
He did.
fights.
He got a lot of good blows in. He didn't kill anybody. He got a lot of good, he killed some monsters here and there, but at the end he didn't kill anybody. But I feel like Belisar's, he just can't hit.
That's the problem right there.
I think that's more of a you thing.
That's more of a me thing, just bad dice rolls. But everybody's stronger.
Yeah.
After this crypt, everyone grew. Not just level wise. I mean, they grew as people, I think, but also level wise. Holy shit!
All right. So, is it the next morning after a rest?
It is.
All right. Boob stretches, feels way more powerful than ever. Like his HP almost doubled from that sleep. I'm now at 56 HP instead of 30. Learned. I went back and I actually found a cantrip I forgot about that I had in season 1. So I'm adding that back to my repertoire. Got 2 new spells that I'm just dying to introduce to the show.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna say them. I'm just gonna when they come, that's when I'm gonna. So, yeah.
Okay.
And so, is everybody up?
Everybody's up and gathering their things and breaking camp, and they're all looking to you.
They're all looking to me. And I look at Keto. I'm like, all right. So, let's go over the plan one more time.
Okay.
I feel like once we leave here, things are going to get a little, what's the word? Down and dirty. Grit nasty. So
he's hoping so.
So Keto, let's just explain everything about Boss Hog.
Okay. Boss Hog is, he's kind of a chameleon. He pretends to be this great leader of the southern province of Shinrin Yoku, right?
So we're in like the southern part of.
We're in the southern part.
How big is Shinrin Yoku?
I mean, it's pretty big. You haven't even touched the eastern, northern, or western parts. You've only been to the southern. Okay. And Boss Hog is the supreme leader of the southern hemisphere of it. Okay. But you haven't touched the eastern,
three?
Northern, but he has no influence there.
Yeah, just here.
Just here.
Okay.
So it's a big place.
I kind of like the idea that once this arc is over, there's more to explore here if we want to go back here.
Right. I mean, this is only the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
And the Shadowlands is both part of the southern and eastern hemispheres.
Okay.
So it's like a part to the east and south.
Kind of like a bridge that you don't want to go across.
Yeah, basically. And there's kind of an understanding between the the hemispheres and the Shadowlands, and they don't cross any of the leaders of the hemispheres do not travel to the Shadowlands unless, I guess they take their own life at risk. But they're also afraid of the Shadowland creatures coming back at them. They can escape. They can escape anytime they want, and they do sometimes. Some rogues will come through and do some things and steal some lives.
We came across them.
We did.
The vampires.
And
they almost killed Toby, and I whooped their ass for it.
Yeah. Some of the Onis are tainted. The ones you fought in the crypt were not.
Okay.
But some of them are. Not all the ones that live in the Shadowlands are. And he says that the only part that they have not in the Shadowlands is the Oni Islands.
Okay.
It's like an Oni Island chain. And there are tainted there too. Not all of them are. And not all of the islands are filled with Oni.
Yeah. Even
though they're named after them. There are some safe havens. It's a pretty big island chain.
Okay.
And so, like I said, he's a chameleon. They think he's a good leader. He's got the rest of the people fooled.
Yeah.
But he's really just a thug,
well, what's he done that's bad? I mean, besides poisoning me and being a total dickhead to me. And
killing my entire family. Right.
Yeah.
That old hat. I don't know if Shogun Shin is truly a bad person, but he's certainly blindly following.
Yeah.
He is not the supreme leader of the southern
I guess he's just
region,
a military guy following orders.
Yeah, and he is the leader of Shin City.
Yeah. I mean, he'll die if he crosses me, but yeah.
Yeah.
And that cocksucker, that little bitch, that piece of dog fuck shit, I will punch in the face, Bob.
Oh, Bob.
He's definitely on my list.
Bob is a new addition. Like, when I'd never heard of Bob when I left Shinrin Yoku.
Yeah.
And when I come back, here's this guy all of a sudden there. He could just be nobody. He seems to be rather quite a strong nobody, but he's a new participant in this little game, and I'm unsure about him.
So, why did they kill your family and clan?
Okay, because we were noble, and before Boss Hog come into power, we were some of the protectors of this realm, and we saw right through him. Although no one else did, we saw through him, and I think he saw us as a threat, and he wiped us out. I'm the only one that survived that I know of. And I was just lucky.
Yeah. And that when he came to Greystone?
That's when I came to Greystone. And I'd traveled all over.
Yeah.
And ended up meeting you all in Greystone, of course. But
alright. How lucky you were to meet us, right?
Yes, I believe so. I believe it was fate, though. Not just luck.
Yeah. Fate saved my ass, too, so.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to know before we exit?
Do you have did they burn your place down, or do you still have your?
No, they burned it to the ground. There's nothing left. Just me and smoldering ruins.
Well, I mean, we've got the gold, so perhaps after this is... Well, they might chase us out of town for killing the leader, so who knows? I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, we don't know. We'll just have to find out, but I would love to rebuild my homestead.
Yeah, we could start up a new adventure guild here with the White Rabbit Clan and Bear Clan.
Oh, I like that.
A triple alliance. Coming one.
Strength in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Okay.
Is anybody else saying anything? Or
let's see. I believe the bear is going to step up Balgrith, and he's like, in honor of my fallen comrade, I will join this guild. And we will bring order to this land.
Boob raises his fist up in the air like, power.
Power.
Oh, okay. Boob grabs his hammer and stands up. And he goes, well, there's a guy named Bob whose nuts I'm about to smash in. and I kick the door to the crypt open and I head outside.
Alright. You step out of the temple complex. Mm-hmm. Everybody leaves. You don't have to go back.
Alright. What's the outside look like? Is it daytime, nighttime? And is there anybody out there waiting?
It's dawn.
Dawn?
It's dawn. You look around, you see nothing at the moment.
Well, the wording like that looks like I need a perception check.
Oh, okay.
4.
You see nothing.
Just the dawn.
Just the dawn.
Wow, what a beautiful day. And then I go marching forward with my crew.
Okay.
I guess I look back. I'm like, wait. Where are we going? We're going back to...
He's like, I assume we need to go to Hog City unless you want to regroup.
Regroup with who?
With your ship.
My ship. Maybe we should leave some people at the ship. But then we have to cross that damn bridge again. Do I want to do that? Probably not.
You want to do another perception check? Because you hear something.
Okay, I hear like a twig or something snap.
Yep.
Another perception check. Now this time I got a 15.
Okay. You see Shogun Shin on a horse riding towards you. 20 soldiers are behind him.
Okay.
And he puts 2 fingers up and his men stop marching and he gallops toward you.
I use a cantrip called Minor Illusion, which I haven't used since season 1 because I forgot I had it. I can make an image appear or use a sound that can appear at different places, kind of like ventriloquism. I can make a sound appear at certain areas. And I make a sound come from behind Shin. What's his name? Silver Samurai?
Shogun Shin.
Behind Shogun Shin, where his men are. And then I have a sound go, Shin, what's his name?
Shogun Shin.
Okay. So I have a sound behind him where the soldiers are. And it says, man, Shogun Shin's getting fat.
His men look around.
And then I'm like, hello, I have no trouble with you, Silver Samurai.
Shogun Shin rides toward you, remember, alone.
But his men are behind
His men are behind. No, they stop.
Yeah.
And he's coming alone. And he says, I wish to have a word with you. He's not drawing any weapons.
Okay. I'm like, is that Ball Sucker Bob with you?
No.
Then that is fine.
Okay, he rides forward. And he says, I apologize to you, my friends. I have a proposition for you. He says, I've been deceived by Boss Hog and his associates. I believed Boss Hog to be an honorable leader, but he is nothing but a scoundrel.
So an opposite of an honorable leader.
Yes. A pirate.
Pirate. We killed his pirate brother, Mojo.
Yeah, he's been complaining about that for since you've been in here, well, actually before too. But I didn't know his brother was a pirate. I didn't know he was a pirate. But I believed him to be honorable, and he's nothing but a pirate whose only motivation is greed. I would propose an alliance with you and myself.
Boob uses Mage Hand, which is a cantrip,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it in front of him as in a shake of hands.
Okay. He says, we're in agreement?
Yes, I hate that cocksucker, and I will kill him.
Okay. I have 300 warriors at my disposal.
Holy shit! What are... Let's get our lawn chairs out, boys. Let's just watch the show.
300 warriors at my disposal. Men whose loyalty to me is without question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay, hold on. Let
Yeah.
me take back. Here's what we'll make an agreement. Like, so if we kill him, we're not gonna get, we're gonna be good by law. I have my mage hand do quotations when I say by law.
He says, if you do this for me,
Uh-huh.
and with me,
Uh-huh.
he's like, you'll be welcome here always.
Okay, here's the agreement. We kill him. No harm doing to us will be welcomed. And, one last thing, you help us rebuild the White Rabbit clan.
And he bows his head and he goes, I regret that decision. I did not make that decision. I regret allowing it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I was deceived, and he convinced me that the White Rabbit clan was a blight on this land, and I was completely fooled by it, and I am ashamed of it. But yes, we'll rebuild it exactly where it stood, and I will pay for it.
And I look over at Keto Light for approval.
Keto goes, if it... He's just stalled for a second, and he's like, he's thinking, and he says, if it will re-bring honor to our clan, and we gain our strength again, and we get to bathe in Boss Hogg's blood, I agree.
All right. And Boob's like, I guess tonight we're having bacon.
He's like, wait. Right now, Boss Hogg has way more people than I do.
300? How many's he got?
Yeah, he has way more than
I look at Keto Light and I'm like, you said 50.
He's like, what you don't know is while you were in the crypt, pirate ships showed up.
Huh?
Pirate ships showed up. And he has about 500 soldiers now.
Holy shit.
Yep. And these, most of them, I mean, some of them are his elite pig guards, pig ninjas and stuff, but most of them are just cutthroat pirates. But they are warriors. And they are skilled pirates who have probably murdered countless victims.
Well, we took out his brother. I'm sure we could take on his little dipshits here.
I have a proposal.
Uh-huh.
While I gather my army together,
Yes.
Boss Hogg is and his associates. Right now they're at Hog City celebrating. They think you're dead. Okay? They're positive you died in the crypts. I knew better. He says,
I'm glad you knew the strength of Boob and friends.
in 1 week, my forces will be ready to attack. Okay? And here's why. Boss Hogg's forces will be celebrating both your defeat and the anniversary of Bog Hogg's ascension to the leader of the southern province of Shinrin-yoku. We will meet in Shin City in 7 days' time, if you agree.
Yeah, what do you have like a clubhouse I can hang out at? Because we kind of stick out.
He's like, I assumed you would go back to your ship, and I have a way for you to get there.
Well, in that case, let's blue skidoo over there.
Okay. So he gives you 2 men as escorts to show you the way.
Okay.
You know, a separate trail that'll lead you back to your ship unnoticed.
I said, oh, I wish I knew that before I crossed that bridge, but alright.
And you're headed that way, and Merlin says, you know, it would have been easier for you to just take us there.
Transportation? I forget we have a wizard. That's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just okay? Let's do that.
All right. So tell he's going to do the two soldiers as well. So he snaps his fingers.
Uh-huh.
You're on the ship, all of you, even the two escorts.
Okay.
And the two escorts are like, what? What just happened?
Magic, my good man, magic. And then is Kimmy and Boob Jr. still here?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing?
They're just, I don't know, I guess, whatever they do on the ship, maybe doing repairs to the ship or something.
Mm-hmm. The dog?
No, the dog's not. The dog's just sitting there pissing on the damn steer.
Okay, I'm like, there is piss everywhere. Kimmy.
Okay, Merlin takes a nap. He's got little snot bubbles going in and out of his nose, so
Yeah.
it doesn't take
Well,
much.
question. A, we just slept. B, he didn't do Jack Dilly Titties during that whole fucking anything.
Uh-huh.
What's he tired from?
He's old.
Okay, fine. Does Kimmy do anything, or is she just like, I have one arm, and goes back and sits down somewhere?
Jimmy's like, I feared you were dead.
Damn, bitch, you got rough. Ship life's been rough. Maybe it's from inhaling all that dog piss.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell Craven to mop up all the piss.
Okay, I guess he'll do that. And
I'm like, swab the deck, boy.
Dinosaur's gonna go pet Boob Jr. and goes, oh, you've been pissing everywhere.
Is that a trick you're teaching him?
He's like, maybe I should have told him to take you for a walk.
Kimmy's lazy fuck.
Now, do you want to keep the entire party on the ship?
Don't want to keep the entire party?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to keep everybody here. I would like to take some of them with me.
Okay.
There's some I do want to leave.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Craven says, we could always go to the Oni Island chain if you wanted to meet your brother, Funakoshi.
How long's that going to take?
1 week. He says it's just 1 day's travel from here.
How big's this fucking island? Or
It's
I
a
said it's a continent. Never mind. I guess it's pretty big.
Yeah, the island chain takes about a day to navigate to get to the actual island. It's a big island chain. But if you want to, it's a little island called Sati Island. It's Saiti. Sati Island.
Oh, Satay Island. That's a salty island.
No.
I look at Funakoshi and see what he wants to do. Yeah.
Okay. I guess he'd be like, yes.
Oh, okay. Fuck, we got nothing better to do. Guess we'll find your brother. And then I'm like, once the dog piss is cleaned up, let's set sail.
Okay. That was Funakoshi. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm like, well, I'm glad I got one hype man, but I wish there was anybody else ever. I'm like, King Mimic, can you be the hype man?
Come trampling up through there with its tongue hanging out, and it starts barking.
It's barking?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's mimicking.
Oh. It's mimicking with the
Boob
dog.
Jr., yeah.
What does Boob Jr. think of all that?
Boob Jr.'s freaked out. He's behind Balasar, and he's like, whatever the fuck that is.
It ain't natural.
It ain't natural.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we're setting sail.
Okay, so you can sleep, or you can. You're going to be resting either way. So, do you want to gather around and talk with any of your crew?
I imagine for a good part of it, I'm practicing my magic. This way, I guess this can help explain how I learned 2 new spells.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a lot of practicing magic. I take big naps to rest from all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess like after a good couple hours, I could go around and talk to the ship people.
Okay. Who do you want to talk to?
I'm gonna go talk to the 2 new guys.
Okay. All right.
Well, what do you think of the crew?
They're like, well, they seem capable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the vibe you got going here.
Well, good. Are you guys red shirts or do you have names?
We are Sato and Kato.
Sato and Kato.
Sato and
Did he
Kato.
pick you two because you rhymed, or was it just by chance?
And they look at each other and they go, "We're brothers."
Oh, okay. Are they identical or are they...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they take off their helmets and you notice they're identical twins.
Cool. Now, do they get... Should I write them down or is that a no?
Yeah, you can write them down. That's fine.
Okay. I didn't know if this is going to be one of those... They'd hop off the ship and get impaled, or... I didn't want to waste paper if I didn't have to.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so who's first?
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Sato.
I don't know how to spell that.
S-A-T-O.
S-A-T-O?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And he has an AC of 13.
So he is a red shirt. Okay, HP?
HP of 20.
Does he have weapons?
Yeah. He has a katana.
Uh-huh.
No pluses.
Okay.
And he has throwing... it does 1 die 10 damage.
Okay.
And then he has throwing stars. That do 1 die 4 damage.
Okay. Initiative of...
1.
Okay.
And then Kato. K-A-T-O.
Okay.
Okay. AC 13.
Okay.
Hit points 20. They're pretty identical.
Same weapon?
Same weapons.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm like, okay. So you believe Silver Samurai is trustworthy?
He's like, oh yes. You mean Shogun Shin?
Yes.
Of course he is. We're all loyal to him.
I didn't ask how your loyalty. I asked his trustworthiness and if I can trust the deal he made with me.
He's like, he is an honorable leader. He wishes to amend for his mistakes.
What did Boss Hog do to make him realize maybe not a good guy?
I believe it was when all of the pirate ships showed up.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
And he realized the true nature and intentions
Yeah.
of Boss Hog.
Yeah.
He's wanting to make this a new pirate haven.
Easy.
Uh-huh.
I've been to a pirate haven. Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Could have Hydra there, believe it or not. Next question. When we roast him, how do you like your bacon?
He's like, I like mine crisp.
I don't, so you're going to get it, was it limp?
Limp.
Okay, that's how I like my bacon, so.
He's like, well, it's good both ways. It is bacon.
Yes. And then I pat him on the butts, and then I walk forward, and I'm going to go talk to my boy Hedgeman.
Okay.
Hey, bud.
Hey, I feel so much stronger.
Yeah, well, You got knocked out 5 times in that crypt, I believe.
Yeah.
You might just have a concussion. So,
he goes, hey boss, riddle me this.
oh, Jesus. I am brain dead, apparently.
Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Man, I don't know much about you. What's your goals?
He's like, well, my original goals were to be loyal to the school, learn what I can,
Yep.
and when... Fuck, what was his name?
Hedgeman?
No, the guy that... His
Oh,
leader.
Gazunk.
Gazunk. When Gazunk died, I felt lost, but I decided to hang with Funakoshi and you guys,
Yeah.
and it's very, very dangerous work. He said, but I'm learning, and I guess that's what matters. I'm still alive, and that matters too.
Yeah. But do you like the adventuring?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little tougher than I thought, but yeah.
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 Well, I'm proud of you, kid. Now, I'm learning magic. Maybe we can teach each other some stuff, hopefully, one day. And
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. He's like, there are some magic tricks. I know a few, but you seem to know a few more.
I'm like, check this out. And I lift my shirt up, and I have, like, used minor illusion to have titties on my chest. Magic's the fucking best. Is it not?
He's like, oh, what are those?
And I put my shirt down. I'm like, and I guess I make minor illusion go away after that. I'm like, bruh, it's magic.
Alright. That's funny. So he's like enamored with you now. And he's going to start following you around like a puppy, so you may want to give him a
Okay.
task or something.
Yeah. I tell him, I was like, why don't you practice that, some minor illusions, and see what you can come up with.
Okay. He's going to start doing that.
Okay. And then I'm going to walk away. I guess I'm going to go talk to Kodak and Borador.
Okay.
The 2 dwarves.
Alright. They're down in the mess hall of the boat, drinking.
All right.
Drinking mead.
I'm like, you got another cup for old Boob?
Boob, come on in.
I sit down with them. And
Okay.
I guess I get me a cup of mead as well, and I
Alright.
chug it with them.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, you guys doing pretty good. I didn't think mostly Borador would be alive this long.
It's like, I didn't either. It's like, that crypt was tough. I'm kind of glad we didn't participate in that last battle, but then part of me was like,
Well, I appreciate you lending that badass sword, even though we couldn't use it. We didn't get to using those charges, but hopefully we'll get to on a certain hog.
and it's got all 9 charges.
As you used one. I tell him he used one.
Shit, it's got all 8 charges.
That's right. What are you guys' plans? You guys wanting to stay here after?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we're looking for something. We're looking for what's the word I'm looking for? Kodak, what's the word? Adventure.
Oh, you like adventure?
Yes.
Well, place has tons of adventure so far. I mean, hell, feels like we've been here for months. But I'm sure when they get the new adventure guild set up, you guys would be great additions here.
What? Adventure guild?
Yes. Oh, see, we're part of this adventure guild, you see. And we're trying to build new bases all over the place. And I feel like we're going to build one here. See, the White Rabbit clan burned down. We're going to rebuild that and also make it part of the adventure guild and the Bear clan. So we're trying to get some more bears in there too.
They look at each other and they're like, we're in.
Hell yeah. And then
Kodak says, "I will drink to that," and they drink some more.
yeah. Well, you guys keep drinking. I'm gonna go walk around. And then I'm gonna go and see what Toby 2's doing.
Okay.
What's he doing?
You don't want to know what Toby... No, I'm kidding. Close the door! Toby 2. Toby 2 is practicing his sword.
Okay.
With his sword. His katana.
I walk over, I'm like, kid, you did actually kick some ass back there.
He's like, yeah. Why am I called Toby 2?
Well, I think you said your real name once. I didn't like it. And so I was like, well, I'm adopting you from slavehood. I don't know what you call that. Mm-hmm. And Toby 2, I feel like, is a great name. Plus, I know a Toby 1, and you remind me of him. Hence, Toby the 2.
Toby the 2. I like that better. Toby the 2.
I'm gonna skip the most of the time, but yeah.
Okay.
If I remember, I'll drop the in.
Okay. And he wants to show you what he's been practicing, and he's practicing with a wooden sword and his katana, and he's trying to perfect dual wielding.
Dual wielding? Oh shit, yeah. I'm like, kid, you learned that, and then you could teach me how to do that. How about that?
He's like, okay. He's like, I've got this book, and he found this book called The Joys of Dual Wielding.
Well, shit, yeah, man. Why don't you get Funakoshi to teach you some shit?
He goes, does he know how to dual wield?
He's been dual wielding the whole last arc.
So he runs out of the room to go find him.
It's like, what an idiot. How's he not known that? How is he not paying attention? Or who is there anybody else in this area?
Yeah, the bear.
The Balgrith?
Balgrith.
I'll go over to Balgrith. I use minor illusion, and I have a big old pot of honey that's not real.
And he looks at it, and he's like, what? And he's reaching for it.
Yeah, his hand will go through it, because it's... Mm-hmm. Sorry.
And then he just goes back to moping. He's moping.
Yeah. Oh, bother.
Yeah.
And I'm like, alright, sorry about that, buddy. I couldn't resist, but I know you're sad. I'm pretty sad too, man. Logorn was like, don't tell the others, but he's probably on my top 5 of the crew.
He was a brave warrior.
He was the shit.
Yeah. He was my second.
I would have lost 100 more Calavans before I would have lost one Logorn.
He's like, now I'm just stalled.
Stalled?
Stalled.
Well, once we clear these guys out, I'm thinking maybe we could get the rest of your guys from the clan over here and, get a nice shrine for Logorn too at the place.
Yeah.
Logorn was the best, man, and I'm really sad to see him go.
Oh, me too. That would be nice. And to see a few more of my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I hold out my hand and I make a tiny minor illusion of like a little tiny Logorn in my hand running around. I'm like, oh, look at this.
It's like, oh, it looks just like him.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now check this out. And then I have like an image of 2 goblins fucking. I'm like, ain't this cool?
It's I'm not too particular about goblins, but
don't tell Belisar. Don't tell Belisar. He might get offended by that.
Alright, so he's like, once I have a few more of my brothers, there's not as many of us left as there once was.
Well, hopefully, once we get the the Venture Guild up, we'll have a couple bear orgies, and we could change that around. What do you say?
He's like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds worthy.
Mm-hmm. Just honey and fur and semen everywhere. It just sounds like a day I'll miss. And then I walk out. I guess it goes to the top of the ship, see who's around.
Okay. You go up to the top of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, you see on the,
Keto-like.
you see Funakoshi and Craven, and they're sitting down,
Mm-hmm.
talking to each other about on the island.
I use minor illusion,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have dicks come out of Toby 2's nose, and he doesn't see it. But Funakoshi sees little wieners coming out of his nose. They're going in and out of his nose, like, it's weird.
And Toby T's just sitting there going, okay, so I got this book, Adventures of Dual Wielding.
The joys of.
And they're just, the joys of dual wielding, and they're just sitting there staring at him.
Yeah.
And he goes, do I have something on my nose?
I'll make it go away.
So that's happening. Do you want to talk to them?
No, it feels like they're busy.
Okay. So you walk on over, and you see Balasar sitting down meditating, the Mimic and Boob Jr. on either side of him.
Okay.
And the Boob Jr. is not liking the Mimic. He is just
freaked out
by him. He's just like whining.
Oh, yeah. I was like, well, he's meditating, so I'm going to leave him be. Who else? Does anybody kind of see anybody else?
You see Kito Lut.
What's he
by
doing?
himself.
What's he doing?
He's just staring off into the sea.
I go by him, and I'm like, what you doing?
He's like, thinking of my revenge. Thinking of waiting a whole week.
Yeah, does it piss you off? We keep putting other adventures right before your task. Like, every time we get close, like, let's go to this crypt. Let's go find Funakashi's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go save Kimmy.
He's like, I've waited for years. One more week is bearable.
Yeah. I've been asking everybody how they like their bacon. So, I mean, I'll use minor illusion, pull out like a notepad and a pen. And I'm also use minor illusion to make me look like a waitress from a diner. Mm. So what kind of bacon will it be, hon?
he finally stares away from the sea, looks back at you, and he goes, raw.
And I click the pen away and I walk away.
Okay.
Well, I guess Boob is all tuckered out from magic and chit-chatting.
Okay.
I guess he's going to go snooze until we arrive.
Alright. When we arrive, everyone is going to be back to full everything. Of course, they were already...
Yeah, we're already at full health.
Full health and full magic and everything, so...
Okay.
Okay. Gwendol wakes you up.
Okay.
She said, Boob.
Huh?
Land ho.
Another one?
Land inside.
Oh, yes,
the island.
land, yes. I just heard one word and I didn't hear the other. Okay. Just having a dream of an old friend of mine. I get up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He was a little delusional. Kept saying he was a dwarf, but he's taller than me. Don't make sense. He don't know what a dwarf is. And I guess me and her head up top of the ship.
Okay.
What do we see?
In the distance, to your left, you can see islands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To the right, you can see islands. Straight ahead, you see one particular island. It's the closest.
How big is this island?
It's about the size of like one of the islands of Hawaii, one of the smaller ones. So it's not very big.
I've never been to one of those. So.
Okay, so
is it like a county size?
Yeah, it's definitely not like state size or anything. Yeah. It's like about a county.
Okay.
So it's not very big.
Still pretty big.
Big enough.
Yeah.
It's not like a little bitty island.
Now, is it like a beachy island, or is it like there's houses?
There are some. Well, right now you don't see any structures.
You just see trees. Okay. I guess
and sand.
We dock.
Okay. So you dock. What party members are?
Okay, I'm going to leave the Mimic. I want to leave...
With Boob Jr.?
With Boob Jr. And I want to leave Kimmy, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I want to leave Gwendol.
Okay.
So they can, I felt that way help clean up the piss, help, I guess, keep Kimmy company. She's been alone for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I want to keep her company.
Merlin?
Sure. Is he still asleep?
No, he's up. Do you want him with you, or do you want him on the ship?
I'll ask him what he wants to do.
Okay. Merlin says he will stay on the ship and make sure no other pirate ships show up, just in case.
I was like, can you do that invisible thing? Turn the whole thing invisible.
Okay, so he snaps his fingers and a little cot appears right there. And he snaps his fingers again and like a shade thing pops over the top so it blocks the sun.
Yeah.
And then he snaps his fingers twice and it turns invisible. And then he falls on the cot and goes to sleep.
And I'm like, oh, he's so cute. And then, I guess we'll take everybody else. And I walk over to Craven, and I'm like, so, what's he look like? Do you have a picture of him in your wallet, or?
What is a picture? You mean like a drawing?
Yeah.
He looks like Funakoshi, only darker.
I look at Funakoshi. I look back at him. I'm like, so dark green?
He's like, yes, a darker green.
I swear to God, if this place is just filled with lizard folks, I'm going to smack the shit out of you because that's so...
There's a variety of people here, a variety of different races.
And I lean in and I'm
species.
We got a lot of dwarven women.
He's like, I don't remember seeing any dwarves last time I was here, but you never know. People come in all the time.
Okay. And then I'm like, well, let's do it. And I want to hop off.
Okay. You hop off. You're on Sati Island. It's a home of... It's like there's the Oni Island chains, and a lot of them have the evil Oni on them.
Mm-hmm.
And this one in particular, though, is like a refugee island.
For
outcasts.
Oh,
people
okay.
who are running from the law or running from, things trying to kill them, running from their past. They're not really all bad people here, but just people who have seen better days and are trying to escape that life.
Okay.
Wanted men. Different people, but...
I stretch. Is it now? Craven's telling me this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, maybe we can pick up a couple bounties. The last bounty we collected was worth quite a penny. And then I make minor illusion, and there's a penny in my hand, and I make it disappear.
Okay. So you go onto the island, you go into the trees, and you hear different wildlife.
I'm like, oh, is that Funakoshi's brother?
No, that is a lizard.
Oh. Was that racist of me?
Probably. And so you go through and you find a trail. Well, he knew where the trail was. Craven did.
Mm-hmm.
He said, all right, we follow this trail into the main part of the city, which doesn't even have a name, by the way. It's just the city.
Okay.
It's like the only city here. You might call it Refugee City. Some have called it that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have an official name.
Okay.
Okay, so you find nothing along the way except for grass and that one trail. And it finally opens up and you see a little bustling town.
Okay.
Okay, there's nothing fancy. It's mostly huts. And he goes, okay. He says, there's only a few things on this island. He said, in the center you have the Refugee Center. You have Hojo's Trade Shop. Hojo's Trade Shop. Yoshi's Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
Scarro's Tavern. And then at the edge of town you have the Cave of Echoes.
Well, like any good adventure, let's start with the tavern.
Oh, okay. You go into Scarro's Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
You see a variety of different people, and you pass a variety of different people. You pass some, a couple of elves. You pass some lizard folk.
And each one, I see him like, is that him? Is that him? And I point at their face.
Right, and then it's like, no.
Okay.
No. And you see a couple of cranes. Right.
Oh God.
They're just kind of bobbing their heads around, going here and there, and then you see a couple of oh shit, what were those called? Oh God damn it, the crab people. Have you seen the crab people?
From South Park?
No, they're crab people. They're like crab folk.
I don't think I've seen a crab boat before.
Okay, so they have like a human-looking body, and they have crab, like pinchers, and crab face with two big old eyes, like bulging from on like antennas, looking around.
Jesus Christ.
And they stay out of the water for a little while, then they have to get back in the water. But you see those walking around, so it's like you're at a Moss Easley Cantina or something. You're like, what the, things you've never seen.
Yeah.
And you see one dragonborn pass you by. He gives Balasar a snooty-looking look, and then you're at the tavern.
Okay. We go in.
Okay.
And I want to walk in super cool and tough looking.
Okay.
That's how I want to walk in.
Okay. You go in, and you see a sign above the bar.
Yeah.
Says Scarro's Tavern, and you see a variety of different species in here. You see some crab, you see some more of the cranes, and you see a dwarf talking to a lizard folk, and and a human.
All together?
All together, all three of them.
Okay. I pull up a chair next to him.
Okay.
And I sit down. I'm like, what you talking about? Can I join?
And a lizard folk says, you're interrupting?
Get closer to the...
He's like, he says, you're interrupting. We are here to collect a bounty on this man. And
On which
I'm
one?
not sharing the human.
They're going to collect the bounty on the human?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry.
And you notice he has like a crossbow underneath the table, pointing at the human.
Now, is this the lizard
Mm-hmm.
saying this?
Mm-hmm.
I look at the dwarf. I'm like, what's the dwarf got to do with it?
So, mind your business.
Who said that?
The dwarf.
I have minor illusion, and I have the words "twat" written on the dwarf's forehead.
Okay.
Are they all males?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, "twat" written on his forehead. He can't see it, but the others can see it.
Okay.
Well, what's he wanted for?
So,
I don't want.
So the
bounty.
human looks over and sees the twat, And he looks at the lizard, and the lizard folk looks and he says, "What's a twat?"
I'm like, "It's this guy." And I point at the door. I'm like, "So what's he wanted for?"
And he's like, he's a wanted assassin.
Oh, okay. So do you guys know Funakoshi's brother?
He's like, "I don't know who Funakoshi is. How am I going to know his brother?"
Well,
and he says, "Didn't I tell you to leave?"
Yeah, but I'm just looking for a guy. I'm like, he looks like a you, but he's Funakoshi's brother. I don't know if that helps, or if that was racist in any way.
Mm-hmm. So the lizard says, "I'm going to tell you one more time," and then you see 2 darts go into his eyes and come out the other side, and he falls over dead. The dwarf turns, and a ninja toe blade goes through his throat, through the top of his head, and then pops out. And the ninja continues to eat. He's a ninja.
Where was he at?
He was the human.
Oh, okay. And I look over at Craven, and I point at the dead lizard folk. I was like, "Was that him?"
He goes, "No, that wasn't him."
Okay. And I look at the human, and I'm like, so it's kind of rare you get to see us people around. We kind of got to stick together, you know what I mean?
He's like, "What do you want, Jester?"
We're here to look for a lizard folk by the name of Funakoshi's brother. I look back at Craven.
Craven says, "Fallion."
Oh, yeah, faggot. That what? Do you know? What was his name again?
Fallion.
Oh fuck.
Fallion. Fallion.
Like, yeah, that guy. Have you heard of a guy named Fallion?
He's like, "Yeah, I know him."
Oh, cool. Well, I was like, "Journey's over, guys. We found him." I'm like, "Where is he at?" And I cross my legs. And
he goes, "There's going to be more of those bounty hunters coming after me. And eventually they're going to send one that I'm not going to be able to escape so easily. So, are you looking for a hired hand?" All I ask, no money up front. All I ask is that you let me join, and I get to keep some treasure here and there.
Okay. There's some questions I gotta ask before I just let you join.
Okay.
Question 1. Are you a kid diddler? Because you're wanted. Okay, I know pedophiles run around the crew. You know what I mean?
He's like, "I'm wanted by the foul boss hog. Okay? I was a state-sanctioned assassin for Shogun Shin. And the previous leader of the southern province. And now that my services are no longer needed, apparently, I've came here to try to escape before they decide to send a whole army after me. I was surprised they found me this time, but they did. And they're going to send more when those don't show back up.
Yeah.
So, I need a boat.
Funny thing, I asked if you fucked kids and you ignored the question. That's got me worried. So, let's talk about that some more. Let's get through one question at a time.
No, I do not.
Okay, so you...
But I have been sent to kill a few who do.
Oh, good. See, that's fine. I just gotta make sure, I gotta do background checks on my crew. So, oh boy. Okay, so you look like a pretty cool assassin. I mean, you killed those 2 guys pretty easy. And Papillion, Babylon.
Balion.
So that's convenient. So, I'll let you join.
Okay. He's like, alright. Sounds like a plan.
What's your name?
Shunto.
Shunt Toe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome aboard, Stunned Toe.
Shunto.
Shunto.
Stunned toe. Alright.
Alright, so can you take us the whereabout of Floopy Toopy? Filion.
Balion? Last time I saw him, he was at the Refugee Center.
Was that like this morning?
That was yesterday.
Okay.
Alright, so...
Well, let's go. What?
Do you want to speak to Scarro?
Yeah, is he the barkeep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I go over and I said, well, let's go talk to this barkeep, and then we'll go... I'm like, the barkeep has the best rumors. And I walk over and I sit down. I'm like, hello, barkeep.
He goes, hello, my friends. He's an orc.
Okay.
Goes,
I thought he was Native American at first. Okay.
Smoke a peace pipe with... No, he was like, he's like, what can I get for you?
Do you have any rumors on town?
Do we have rumors on tap? Let me see. He goes, maybe.
Do you not remember?
He's tapping.
Tapping what?
He's tapping the bar.
The bar?
Uh-huh.
I tap with him.
He goes, look. Information is not free here. I have to make a living.
I use minor illusion and I slide a coin his way.
He goes, can you make that?
Yeah, I use minor illusion and I put a second coin next to it.
He goes, what kind of information are you looking for?
I don't know, just juicy gossip, man. Who's screwing who? Who's killing who? Is there any bounties I can get? Or is there anything cool in town I should know about?
He's like, there's a bounty on that man right there.
Well, I'm keeping this one, so I'm in another one.
Oh, okay. I heard there's a bounty on a lizard folk.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I like to kill those. What's his name?
Valiant.
Well, do you know where he's at?
He's like, well, I heard.
Uh-huh.
Last I heard, he was at the Refugee Center. And that bounty is pretty good. And
after he says that, I use minor illusion to have dicks come out of Toby 2's nose and just like going in.
And Toby 2's like, why is everyone staring at me? I got something on my nose.
Make it go away. I'm like, yeah, Toby 2, you've been having a really bad booger problem, buddy, and I've been meaning to tell you about
it. So the man goes to get his coins and they disappear. And he's like, what? He can't get them.
Yeah, I'll make them go away.
He's like, oh, wizards.
I'm like, I'm not a wizard, you just lost your coins, doofus. And then I hop up and I leave the bar. I'm heading to the Refugee Center.
Alright. There was also the two shops. You just want to go straight for the Refugee Center?
I mean, we can go after unless something crazy happens here.
Okay.
There's the cave, too.
Yeah. So you go to the Refugee Center. You go in, you see all kinds of different species of characters. You see crabs, you see cranes, you see dragons, you see elves, and you see some lizard folk.
I go towards them.
Okay.
And I use minor illusion, and I turn into Dracula. And I'm like, oh, good evening. And then I shake my face, go back to normal. I'm just fucking with you. I'm Boob. How you doing?
What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy named Filipino. He's a lizard folk.
They look at each other and they're like, let's see. Do you have a cousin named Filipino? He said, no.
Okay, his name rhymes or sounds like, it starts with an F. I said, any lizard folks here name starts with an F, raise your hand.
5 of them do.
I'm like, okay, let's give our names.
He said, I am Fancy.
No.
He said, I am Falcon.
No. Next.
And then I am Funakoshi.
I don't want to kiss you. Next.
And then say, I am Falcon. That's Falcon 1, I'm Falcon 2.
Okay, well, who's the last one?
The last one says, I am Finro.
Finro?
And like,
I look at
are
Craven.
any of us the ones you're looking for?
Look at Craven. I'm like, what's that pretty little name you named him?
Fallion.
I look back at them. I'm like, yeah, none of you are Fallion, are you?
I said, no, he was taken this morning.
Well, shit.
He says, a group of cutthroats came and grabbed him.
Can I take a guess where he took him?
The Cave of Echoes.
Yes, the Cave of Echoes. I knew trouble was lying at the Cave of Echoes. But
they said they were going to go in there and he needed to say his goodbyes, and when he tried to say his goodbyes, they just yanked him out.
Question.
Yeah.
What classifies them as cutthroats, and why would they want him? What's so special about him?
He has a bounty on him.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah, they'll do it.
And they are pirates.
Wouldn't the pirates have a bounty on him?
Huh?
Wouldn't the pirates have a bounty on him, or no?
No. They said the bounty came from Hog City.
Oh, shit. Okay. And I'm like, well, boys, thank you for your time. And do any of you guys, Falcon 4 or Falcon 2, you guys want to go rescue him, or you guys good here?
No, we're good here. There's no adventurers here except Bolton.
Except who?
Bolton.
Is he one of you?
No. He's that human over there in the corner.
And I look over him, I look at Shanto. Who's Bolton?
He's some fancy ranger.
Do you like him?
He's like, I don't have a problem with him. He's never bothered me.
Okay. I turn back to Dracula and I walk towards him. And I'm like, good evening! and I'm just fucking with you.
And Bolton's, he's sitting there shining his bow.
I go back to normal. I'm like, what are you doing?
He's like, waiting. That's what he says, waiting.
Waiting for what?
Waiting for you.
And I turn my face back to Dracula and I look back at Shanto. I'm like, what the fuck? I look back.
And he goes, I'm waiting for a group to join. And as soon as I saw you walk in, I knew you would be here.
Well,
he said, have you not heard of Bolton? The great Bolton of Gravel City?
I've been there. I hate Gravel City.
He's like, yeah.
I was held captive there by the goblins.
He's like, yeah, they're dicks. I remember. That's why I fled.
I'm like, hold on. I'm like, Balasar is technically the prince of goblins, but he's a lizard. Don't.
He looks over at him and he goes, he's the prince of goblins?
Yeah, he's a goblin fucker. But don't call him that. He don't like it. Alright, Bolton. We're going to go rescue a lizard folk now by the name of Fulton? Fupu?
He goes, Fallion. Yeah, that's all I'm taking.
I'm going to wait for others. I'm not going to go. Wow, okay.
He's like, well, bunch of tough looking pirates. I didn't want to take them on by myself.
I want to go shine my bow.
I'm going to go shine my bow.
All right, bud.
Think about Gravel City.
Well, why don't you come with us, and you can join our crew. We're starting a guild of adventurers. I mean, it's already a known guild, but we're starting a branch here. All the gold and adventures you can just ask for are going to be falling to your lap.
He stands up. And he goes, puts the bow on his back, and he goes, well, let's go.
Why is a human at a refugee camp?
Hmm?
Why is a human at a refugee camp?
Well, you can ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, he says, well, I was in Gravel City.
Uh-huh.
I was a famed ranger there.
Mm-hmm.
Bolton the Brave. And
Oh, I know. I think I heard it, but it was Bolton, the guy who blows guys in the bathroom in the bar.
he goes,
Maybe it's a different Bolton. I don't know.
it's definitely a different Bolton.
Okay. So.
And he goes, when the goblins took over, I fled because they were purging humans. And I fled, ended up here.
I wish you would have warned a brother.
He goes, I went to Hog City first. Had a minor scuffle with some of the pig ninjas, and ended up coming here. There is a bounty on my head after all.
What'd you do? You didn't touch any kids, did you?
He goes, what? No, I didn't touch any kids.
What'd you do?
I might have killed a couple of pig ninjas.
I have too. All of us have that, really. So,
so I ended up here.
well, after a funny story, we're going to go kill him once we leave here.
He goes, oh, yeah, that's good. I like that. Let's do it.
All right. We tell him to. I guess I'm going to add his stats.
All right. Bolton the Ranger.
How you spell that?
Bolton.
Okay.
Or you could call him Bolton the Brave.
Just call him Bolton. All right.
Okay.
I said, before we go, I have another archer on my ship.
Okay.
And I tell him, I was like, don't touch her. I kind of got dibs.
Okay.
I tell him, I was like, is that understanding? That's part of your agreement to join. No touchy.
I agree.
And I was like, now Toby too. I heard some rumors. Now if you're just that desperate, things could happen. Alright, let's go to the shops.
Okay.
Now what are the shops?
Hojo's Trade Shop and Yoshi's Emporium.
Let's go to Yoshi's Emporium.
Okay. You go in and you see a bunch of different weird things like lamps and little eggs.
I feel like this is payback for the lamp, but I'll go ahead.
Different things. You see some you see some wands and in like a counter.
Yep.
And you see some rings.
Marines?
Rings.
Oh.
And
You just have
necklaces.
Marines, but it's already. Okay.
And you hear somebody go, just a minute.
I look at my crew manga, but it's a fucking rat.
And in pops this little lizard folk,
Oh, okay.
Yoshi. And unlike
And then I use minor illusion, and I dressed up as Mario. And I'm like, it's a Yoshi!
and you go, yes, it is. It's Yoshi. I'm here. I'm coming. He's like, welcome to Yoshi's Emporium. He's like, I have all kinds of things.
Good shit, let's go.
Oh.
And I tap my finger on the counter as Mario. Oh yeah, I want all the good shit. Let's go.
He said, oh, okay. He said, I have a variety of lamps.
Yeah, I'm not like antique collector. I like good.
Oh, okay. I have eggs. I have exotic eggs. See all the exotic eggs? I have a yellow one. And I have a blue one.
Get closer.
And I have a green one. I have a green one, a yellow one, and a blue one. Would you like an egg?
What do they do?
He said, oh, well, they all have some kind of magical creature inside them.
Well, pop them out. I'm gonna see it.
Like, no. They have to pop out when they're ready.
Funakoshi's had one for like a year now. Fucker still hadn't hatched.
He goes, ah.
We got a mysterious egg. What else you got?
Oh, well. Okay. You sure? No, these eggs are nice. These eggs are nice. They have something special in it. Okay, fine. I've got, aside from my lamps, since you don't want my lamps, I have wands. I have rings and I have necklaces.
Okay, rings and necklaces. Let's go to that.
Okay. I have a +1 to armor class necklace.
1 to AC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much is that?
10,000 gold.
Money bags is on the ship. Okay, what's next?
Okay. I also have a necklace of protection.
What does that do?
It protects the whole your whole party, anyone within 15 feet of the user, of the wearer.
Wait, what? So say if I was going to use Thunder Wave, it would protect them?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of dope. How much is that?
That's 10,000 gold.
A necklace?
A necklace.
And what else you got?
Hmm?
What else you got?
Oh, okay. I have a necklace of charisma.
What does that do?
It adds 1 to your charisma.
How much is that?
5,000 gold.
Okay. Let's look at the rings.
Okay. So, and I like my necklaces.
I like your necklaces. I like your necklaces just fine.
Hmm.
I don't like the price tags.
Okay. So I have a ring of magic missile.
How much is that?
5,000 gold.
And what else you got?
Okay. I got a ring of what is it? Oh, ring of code. So it's like it does. You're wearing that, you'll take half code damage.
I take half. So for what, I take a quarter of code damage, or none?
You would take. Well, if you were. Wait, what do you have?
I have that helmet that gives me. Okay, so yeah, Keto Light got that. He takes half.
Mm-hmm.
So hypothetically, we get the Keto Light. Would he take
0 damage?
0 code? Damn, that's badass, ain't it?
Does he have 5,000 gold?
What's next?
Oh, I see. She don't like any of my wares. Should have brought Merlin.
I have a plan, so go ahead.
Okay. And we have a the last ring I have. He said, "No, this one is special."
Uh huh.
Yeah, let me tell you something. This one isn't cheap. The others were cheap. 5 and 10,000 gold was cheap. This one is 50,000 gold.
Whoa! What does it do?
It's pretty. No.
It's a diamond ring.
He said this one is a this what the fuck did I say it was? This one is a regeneration ring. That's what it was. It was a regeneration. You will regenerate +1 hit points per round.
+1.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look at it?
He's like, I don't know. Can I look at 50,000 gold?
I'm like, how many guys do you see in this room right now?
He looks over and he goes, a dozen or so, I guess?
Uh-huh. I wouldn't smart off to a dozen or so guys, so maybe I could look at it and then you might get 50,000 gold. Or you could lose your life, either way.
He's like,
I want to roll intimidation on that.
okay.
It's a 7. What's intimidation under? Intimidation's under charisma, which I have a plus.
You have a +4?
To charisma. Yeah.
What is your charisma? Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's 8 now.
Plus I had that charisma hat you gave me.
Oh, yeah, which give you a what?
Plus, gives me a plus So I think 2 to charisma, yeah.
Did you add that to your...
I think so.
Okay. Hey, good.
So a 7 would make me 11.
He
To
goes,
intimidation.
he goes, oh, I should be shaking. He's like, I should be shaking.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you should be.
And he goes, oh. Tomba.
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 Uh-huh. He says Tomba. And then a giant peeks his head into the shop from the back door. And he's squeezing his way through. And he comes out. And he's about 3 times any of your old size.
So he's
and he looks
3 times?
3 times. Like he's about 18 foot tall.
Jeez, and how big is the shop?
Well, I mean, it's a fairly big shop. But he's squeezing through this doorway.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, get off. Mm-hmm. And he goes, these men are threatening me. And he goes, okay, boss.
I like. I use minor illusion. I give him boobs.
And he goes, boobies.
That's right. You got boobies. Now get out. Crawl out of here.
And he's crawling toward you right now. And he's pulling out a gigantic club. And
from where?
Yoshi goes, huh?
From where?
He had it on his back. And he's ripping up the ceiling as he's doing it.
I'm like, that's costing more damage than we're trying to...
And he goes, I can rebuild my shop. Let's take this outside if we're not going to be civilized.
Fuck you. And then I'm going to grab the necklace that doesn't do harm to my friends, and I put it on.
Okay, he's going to swing the club.
Okay. As he does that, I want a thunder wave. Would it protect them or just my friends?
It would protect everyone in the thing, and then it would kill everyone inside it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't do that. And then
because 15 feet. They're within 15 feet.
Well, what the hell's the point of it? I can't beat the shit out of people.
Oh, you would have to step out of the field. But you are wearing the...
Okay, fine. I don't do thunder wave, but I guess I get ready to dodge this attack, and then I want to attack him.
Okay. Okay, so the whole roof is ripped off. The club's coming down. Do you want to do initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did some research, found out my katana is no more after we rested. It was only for 24 hours.
Yep.
But Keto gets to keep his because his is in a ring. I believe it was Balasar's turn.
It is.
What did he do?
He was going to attack. Oh, he was going to pull out his spiritual weapon.
And he said it improved.
It says improved spiritual weapon. It is now a greater spiritual weapon.
Okay.
It is like the other one, just bigger and stronger, but it's not a katana. It's like a great sword.
Okay.
All right. But it does not get a plus to hit.
But it does more damage?
But it does more damage.
Okay.
All right.
Kill him, Balasar. 1 hit.
1 hit. This is it. This is it. Balasar's going to redeem himself right here.
Nope.
Are you fucking serious?
1 hit.
Didn't hit. Didn't hit. And 15 plus 2 is a hit. Oh, he hit him with a shield.
Well,
So he just hit him right in the fucking ankle. Nose booped him.
16 foot tall this guy is. How tall is Balasar?
Balasar's 7 foot tall.
So he's got a good fucking 9 feet on him?
Yes, I'm going to say he just hit him in the kneecap with that shield.
Okay.
Boop!
For how much damage?
4 damage.
Hell yeah.
So,
I don't know what his HP's at, but I'm sure.
well, here's what I know. Balasar hit something. So,
Alright, who's next?
alright. Next is Bolton.
Oh, the new guy.
You guy.
New guy.
Now, that's the ranger, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's gonna longbow this guy. He's gonna try and shoot him in the fucking eyeball.
Okay.
It's a +2 to roll.
Alright.
10 plus 2.
That's a miss.
Okay.
So, Bolton is not showing off to be great yet.
No.
But people tend to shine more when they're inspired.
Okay, that's what I'm waiting on.
Okay, so next up, after Bolton's disappointing debut there, we're going to go to Keto Light, who never fucking fails for some reason. I don't get it.
Oh boy, here he comes, and him and his spiritual weapon. He's going to run over, and you hear him go, "Going berserk!" And he's going to go in his berserk mode already.
Oh, already?
Yeah, well, we're not in a crypt of 100,000 rooms in one day, so I was like, I might as well use it now. I don't know how much violence we're going to get in here.
Yeah.
And also, when he leveled up, he can use it 3 times a day. So,
hey, guess what?
What?
So can Balasar.
Oh, hell yeah. So, plus 2 to strength, plus 2 to dexterity. Mm-hmm. So, him and his katana is going to go slash at this guy. That's a plus 3. The strength only attack is for his attack roll, right? Or his attack damage.
Yes.
So it's not going to bonus it, but he does get a 3 with this mojo, and this katana also gets a plus 3. So that's a 3 and a 16. So 16 plus 3
is this? Yeah, that's a hit. The 16 plus 3 is a hit, but the katana missed.
The green's the katana, black's
then,
the black. Or that was the black was the katana. And then
so the mojo spear hit.
Yeah, the spear hit.
Okay.
That's a D12 plus 4. That's 14 damage.
Jesus. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. All right.
And he also gets an extra attack.
Oh, God damn it.
That's 17 plus 30.
Fuck. Hit. Poor Toomba.
That's 9 plus 2, right? 10, 11.
Jesus. All right.
Go, Keto Light. Go, Keto Light.
Jesus. Okay. Keto Light never... Okay, Merlin's not going. Kodak.
Kodak is going. She's gonna battle axe this guy. That's a plus 1 to roll. That's a 16 plus 1. 17.
17 is a hit.
So that's a 1d12. That's 10 damage.
Jesus. Okay. Okay, so she has smacked that thing. He's been smacked around. He's got blood coming out everywhere, and he's like, Toomba, not feel good.
I hear, quit your bitching. I want her to put you in this situation.
Craven.
Craven's gonna use the throwing hammer. That's a 3 plus 1.
Miss. Alright. Shunto.
Oh shit, new guy.
Dual wielder.
Yes. So does he get 2 swings with his katanas?
Yes. 2 swings.
Alright, he's gonna double swing at that guy. And he gets that's Shunto, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets a plus 1 to both. It's 11 plus 1 and a 13 plus 1.
Well, he missed on both counts.
Okay.
But he tried. Balgrith.
Balgrith.
Is he going to use his Morning Star or his Mauler?
He's going to use his Mauler. He's used to it.
Okay.
So that's a plus 2 to roll. He's going to smash his fucking toe in.
Okay.
So, damn, that's almost a 20. 2 plus 2.
Okay, so he missed. Mm-hmm. He just hit sand. It is... Kato and Sato's turn.
Okay.
What do they have? Katanas?
Katana, yeah. I'm going to have both of them throw a throwing star at him at the same time.
Okay.
Because they both have throwing stars. So. 19 and a 14 plus nothing.
Well, the 19 hit. Okay. So Kato or Sato, one of them hit.
Okay, we'll say Sato hit. 4.
Alright, so that one sticks right in his fucking face. And he's like, "Arr!" But he's still standing. And now it is Hedgeman's turn.
Alright, Hedgeman's gonna shoot a fireball at him. No, no fireball. He's going to use electric hammer on his foot.
Oh.
It's a 10.
That's a miss. So it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is Funakoshi's turn.
Alright. Funakoshi is going to use his katanas.
You don't have katanas.
It's J daggers, my bad.
Okay.
1 and a 16. That's plus 2, so that's 18.
Christ, that hit. The daggers hit.
8.
8. So he slices his fucking foot off.
His foot?
His foot. He falls to the ground and he sticks it right in his fucking eyeball and he kills him.
Holy shit.
Yep.
What does the crowd do?
They're just like, oh, Toomba. Toomba's dead.
And as they say that, I change my face, my illusion, to Tomba's face. And I'm like, who got the Tomba dead? And fuck y'all. I give everybody the bird.
Okay.
And I look for perception check. 13. I look for the owner.
Okay. Into the tree line.
Yeah.
You see Yoshi with his 2 sacks running into the trees. He's about 100 yards away.
Okay. I guess we're chasing after him.
Okay. You're not going to do any of the other stuff?
What stuff?
And you're not going to investigate anything else in here?
And we come back.
Okay. All right.
I ain't going away forever.
Okay.
I don't know what's about to happen in these woods, but
Okay.
we're chasing after him.
You're chasing after him. Uh-huh. Who's in the lead?
Boob is. I imagine Boob's probably one of the fastest ones, right? He's a bard. He's skinny. He's probably quick.
Okay.
I want to try and use Mage Hand to grab his foot.
Well, you can't see him.
I can't see him.
He was 100 yards. He's got 100 yards.
Yeah.
Lead on you.
Mm-hmm.
You walk into the tree line, or you run into the tree line,
mm-hmm.
and you need to make a dexterity roll.
16.
Okay, so you feel the ground coming out from underneath you. You jump out of the way, and a big spike pit, like the sand just disappears, and there's a spike pit down there.
Okay.
You barely missed it.
I'm like, guys, you think it's worth it to go hunt this guy down?
No, look. I don't know. And Craven goes, I know where he's headed.
Oh?
He goes, this is the trail that leads to the Cave of Echoes. So we know where he's going.
Uh-huh.
Do we follow and worry about these traps? Obviously, he's set.
Uh-huh.
Or do we go back and check out the other shops? Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, if we know where he's going, might as well come back and take our time.
Okay.
I want to go back into his shop.
Okay.
I'm going to knock all of his lamps over.
Okay.
Shatter them.
Okay. He left one egg.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. He was in a hurry. And it looks like it dropped to the ground, but it's there.
Is it broken?
No.
What color is it?
Blue.
Well, I'm going to give Funakoshi the blue egg. It's like, here. You like to? He's already got another egg, so I'm going to give him the blue egg.
And he's got the mysterious egg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here you go, kid. And I knock over the lamps, breaking them.
Okay.
Like I'm much like a kid, like boom, 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 just knocking them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else taken.
Yeah, he took everything else.
Okay. And I'm like, and I piss in the place.
You piss in the place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then I'm like, well, let's go check out that Hunto's trade shop.
Hojo's trade shop.
Hojo's trade shop. We
Okay.
walk in there.
You walk in.
I'm like, ignore that. That don't usually happen when we go into someone's shop.
He's like, I'm nervous. And what he is, he's an elf.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, hey guys, I don't want any trouble.
We didn't want trouble there either, but the guy was super rude to us, and we killed Tomba. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Tomba is?
Mm-hmm, I do.
Well, just remember that when we ask questions. But we're cool guys, so what you got?
You sound cool.
What you got for me?
He's like, okay. And he says, I deal in trade.
Uh-huh.
You don't buy or sell.
Just trade.
Trade.
Now that I can dig. What do you have that's worth a trade of ours? Because we got, I mean, I look at them in our eyes, I'm like, we got really good shit.
What kind of good shit?
Now you go first, because we're not selling ourselves as a trade people. So you tell me what you got, and then I'll tell you if I got anything worth the trade or not.
He's like, okay. He says, I have a Wakashi blade.
A Wakashi blade.
A Wakashi blade.
We got a Wakashi
Rare.
luck blade.
Oh.
So. So, I mean.
My Wakashi blade only does +2 to hit and 1 die 10 plus 3 damage. So if it's.
I mean, okay, hold on now. That's actually kind of good. How about we trade that for some coinage?
No. I don't deal in coin. I deal in trade.
How do you afford rent? How do you afford your rent?
Oh, I trade with other people outside of the island.
Okay. How about I got something. How about you sweeten the pot and I'll give you a really cool weapon.
What weapon?
And I put a Boob, Funakoshi, and Borden lift up put on the counter. The Club of Killing.
He goes, Club of Killing?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I've actually heard of this.
Get closer, no one can hear you. Like,
He goes, I've actually heard of this Club of Killing. He said, well, how about I give you this Wakashi Sword and a shield.
What kind of shield?
It's a fire damage shield. It's like a fire protection shield.
Oh, so it's protecting from fire, not dealing fire.
Right.
Okay.
But it gives you a +1 to armor class, and it deflects 50% fire damage.
Shit, yeah. I think that is a deal.
Okay.
So let me get rid
Who's
of
getting the shield?
Club of Killing out of here.
Okay.
I'm going to give the shield to Hedgeman. Fire shield? What's it called?
It's the fire shield.
Okay.
And it gives you +1 to armor class.
Okay.
And it protects you from 50% fire damage.
And I'm going to add 1 to Hedgeman's AC, which will put him up to a 15.
Which is basically good because he just needs to basically heal people mainly and summon skeletons.
And he's been having such a problem because he's had so low AC, so it's nice for him to be up there again. And then the sword, I'm going to give to... now, I gave Gwendol the broadsword that, what's his name had, Caliban. So now she's got a broadsword, so I'm not going to give her that.
And Bordor has the non-stealer, live stealer.
Yeah.
And which is basically the 8 live stealer now. And you don't want to give it to the new guys, do you? Or do you?
Kind of.
Is it better than Yeah, because Funakoshi's got pretty good shit going. And so does Keto Light, I guess. Is that better than Keto Light's sword?
Fuck.
Oh, wait, he's got actually
Keto Light's
the Mojo Spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I could shit. Bordor has a lot of good shit though. Now I won't give it to Bordor. What is it called?
Wakashi
Sword.
Plus 2 to hit. And then it does 1 die 10
plus 2. Fuck yeah. So that way I'm only gonna let him use a non-live stealer
on special occasion.
His Warhammer's not great.
Right.
I'm like, I got a Warhammer. I put it on. It's what does 1d8. I guess that we don't really say what it does, how much. We got a Warhammer
He goes,
and I'll give you, and I'll throw in this Warhammer, and then Funakoshi's got pig armor, and this pig armor.
And that pig armor.
Uh-huh.
What about 10 egg grenades?
Yes. Yes. That's a deal.
Okay. Who's going to carry the 10 egg grenades?
Ooh.
Who would benefit from the egg grenades? Now, you can always give them to Boob.
Uh-huh.
Or you could let somebody else have them.
I'm going to give him to Boob, because I already got it written down somewhere. Oh, that's my old character sheet, but... So, put egg grenades...
That's your old one?
No, that's my new one.
Oh.
Now, what do they do again?
Well, 5 of them.
Uh-huh.
5 egg grenades do the 1 die 20 damage.
Okay.
And they have to make a saving throw to see if they can take half damage.
Yeah.
And the other 5 are smoke grenades. So they're like vanishing. You know, you can do that to try to make an escape.
Gotcha. Alright. So I got 5 smoke grenades and 5 egg grenades.
Mm-hmm.
And then we gave the Warhammer and the pig armor away.
Okay.
Funakoshi already has some smoke bombs, I think. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
I don't know how many he has.
He was never good at bookkeeping.
No.
So...
I just found his dungeon spear on here too.
The dungeon spear?
His dungeon spear, which was really badass.
Mm-hmm. Why don't he ever use it? Because he got the J daggers?
Yeah, he got the J daggers.
Well, what's the dungeon spear do?
+2, and it's to roll, and it's 1d12.
So it's okay. It's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
And he looks over at Balasar and he says, "No. Is that the crazy Z sword?"
That's like a particular man's sword. How do you know what?
He's like, "How do you know about the crazy Z sword?" He's like, "I've heard of it." He said, famous pirate owned that. A pirate captain, if I believe.
Not a pirate captain, it's a general.
I mean, a pirate general. Yeah, and he goes, "What would you like for that crazy Z sword?" Balasar pulls out the sword and lays it on the counter. And he says, "I don't know. How bad do you want it?" And he says, "I have something. You may want, you may not. Maybe we can make a deal." And he pulls out this box, opens it up, and he lays out a pair of gauntlets on the counter next to the sword. And he goes, "How about these?" And Balasar's like, "Okay, what do they do?" And he said, "These are the Gauntlets of Strength." And Balasar's like, "I already have something, but, tell me more." And he goes, "They will add 2 to your strength and 1 to your AC."
He's already got a 20 AC. Jesus Christ.
So he's going to give him the crazy Z sword.
Well, Balasar's going to make out like a bandit in this season.
Alright, so I hate to lose the crazy Z sword, but
What you never use.
does that matter?
We're really like cleaning house on stuff we forgot about.
I know.
It's basically like, do you want better shit for the shit you don't use?
He said, "That's all I got, fellas. Are you happy with your trades at Hojo's Trade Shop? No killing?
Anything else you got, or?"
He said, "You can check back on your return trip." He said, "I always have new things, just not today."
Okay. Alright, Dork. And I'll leave. Thanks for the cool trades.
Alright.
Well, you leave.
You leave. And he said, "Okay, we burned down the Emporium, basically."
Was it all the shops?
We had Hojo's Trade Shop, Yoshi's Emporium, the Refugee Center, Scaro's Tavern, and the cave. That's it. That's all that's on this island.
Okay, and then we're gonna go hunt down the shopkeeper and find the pirates of the cave. That's where we're gonna end today's adventure.
Okay.
Bryan's Bizarre Adventure.